Hello again, boys and girls. Now we're going to do religion. And as you know, we're in the liturgical season of Easter, where we're celebrating Jesus' resurrection and his gift of new life to us. The gift of new life being every day we have a chance to do better, to grow closer to God, and that we always remember God forgives our sins, and we should be sorry for them. Okay, so we'll review. Jesus rose, and here's a picture of the women who went to the tomb, and the angel saying, "He's not here, he's risen." And then his first appearance to his friend Mary Magdalene, who saw that he wasn't there and was so very upset. Then she went outside and she saw a man. She thought it was the gardener. And she said, "What have you done with him? Please bring him back." And he said, "It's me, Mary. Go tell the others. They will see me again." And then we heard the story of when he was walking down the road and two of his apostles were there and they didn't know it was him. They didn't realize until they sat and ate with him, and he broke the bread and gave thanks and praise to God. And then, of course, they went and told the others. And then here, yesterday, we heard the story when they were all locked in the room to be safe because they were afraid the Roman soldiers were coming, and at first they thought he was a ghost. And then he said, "Look, I'm flesh and bones." And then when he ate a piece of bread, he's like, "Surely a ghost can't eat." And one of the apostles was not there. We know Judas wasn't there because he's the one that turned Jesus in, but Thomas wasn't there. So, of course, the apostles told Thomas, "Hey, yes, it's true. Jesus did rise. We saw him. He was here." And Thomas didn't believe. And Thomas, let's see what Thomas says. Well, I think it's in here. Okay. One of the apostles, Thomas, was not there when Jesus appeared to the others. He told the others that he would not believe, so Thomas told the apostles, he would not believe that Jesus had been raised from the dead until he could touch the hands and the feet where the nails of Jesus were, and until he could stick his hand into his side where the soldiers punctured him with a sword to make sure he was dead. Okay. The next Sunday, the apostles were gathered again, and Thomas was present this time. Once again, the doors were locked, and Jesus passed through the door. He extended a greeting of peace to them. Then Jesus said to Thomas, "Here, take my hand. Put your fingers where the nails were. Put your fingers in my side." Thomas now knew that this was truly Jesus who had risen from the dead. "My Lord and my God," he said. Jesus said to him, "You have become a believer because you have seen? Blessed are those who believe without seeing." Okay, so I'm sure Jesus' feelings were a little hurt that there was still doubt in one of his best buddies' minds, and that he had to see and touch to believe. And Jesus said, "Blessed are those who believe without seeing." Right? We don't get to see Jesus in the flesh like they did, but we believe. And that is what faith is. Believing even though we don't fully understand and we don't always see. So for today's follow-up activity, here is the picture of Jesus, and there's Thomas. And Thomas does look like he is sorry that he did not believe. So that will be your follow-up activity, and we'll hear a couple more stories before Jesus ascends to heaven. I'll see you in a little while for science.